Hello, everyone. My name is Desiree, and I am going to be going over my community with you. My community is the city of Milford in the state of Delaware. So, a brief history of Milford. The city of Milford is split between two counties, Kent and Sussex, and the Kent side of Milford was settled in 1680. So, I knew Milford had some history, but I didn't realize how far back it went. And it's also kind of cool that it splits or it borders two counties because Delaware only has three counties. So I'm not sure how many other cities or towns can say that because Milford is one of the larger places to be in Delaware. In the 1770s, a shipbuilding industry was prevalent on the Mispillion River, and at one point there were 6 shipyards just in downtown. And downtown, I posted a picture of it below. This is just part of it, but you can see the river, and you can see the restaurant over here is called Park Place, and then across the street are just some townhouses and just some older businesses. The city was incorporated in 1807, and it now hosts many museums, boutiques, art galleries. There's a new movie theater as well as like a smaller community theater. It hosts many community events. Even during COVID, they had, outdoor events and stuff around like the holidays. And, it's just a nice place you can walk around and feel safe and find something to do. So demographics, I posted a picture right from the City of Milford website. These are just some of the teachers at the Milford High School. And again, here are some of the younger kids that I found from one of the elementary schools. So population information, per the 2019 US Census, it was around almost 12,000. It was 11,732, which is bigger than I thought because it doesn't seem that big of a place, but I guess with every household and everything, that is a decent amount of people. So 8.7% of that population is under 5, and then the rest of the minors, so anyone under 18 years old makes up 26.4% of the population. And then the elderly population, so over 65%, makes up 20.6%. 51.2% of the population is female, and 62% of the population is white non-Hispanic. 26% of the population is Black or African American, and then there were a lot of smaller percentages of different races and ethnicities like Asian or Pacific Islander. And I know Milford itself has I want to say large, but it's really not large considering it's just larger than the rest of the state of Delaware. But a large Hispanic and Haitian population. We work with them a lot at my job, so I just wanted to address them as well. Quality of life. So the crime rate I found was only 1.5 times higher than the national average in 2019, and the poverty level was 14.1% of the residents. They had an income below poverty level in 2019. So that is about 20% greater than the poverty level of the 11% across the entire state. So poverty is kind of an issue. I think that has to do with, like I was saying, the different diverse populations and everything like that, as well as the next statistic. So 16.6% of high school graduates live in poverty compared to 39.6% of non-high school graduates. So I know just from experience, a lot of people that live in the lower income housing or that are from, they might have migrated from Mexico or Haiti or wherever they're from, they don't have a high school diploma. So I thought that number was very large. I mean, everyone always says get your high school diploma, but I think almost 40% of non-high school graduates live in poverty. That's just a crazy number to me. So moving into school information, there are 6 schools within the Milford district. There's 1 early childhood education center, 3 elementary schools, 1 middle school, and 1 high school. And the middle school and high school are on the same property, so they're connected. They're just obviously divided by grade and age and everything. And I took this picture again from the website. Their mascot is the Buccaneers, so they're like pirates. Important institutions. The state of Delaware has an office, which is where I work out of, for the Division of Family Services, which I'm not sure if I had previously said, but that's like the Child Protective Services of Delaware. So we do have an office right in Milford, and the Milford Fire Company is called the Carlisle Fire Company because it's privately owned, but it was founded in 1802. And they do have their own police department as well. They just passed a bill to build a new multi-million-dollar police station for them. And there are many locally owned businesses and mini churches in the city of Milford. And the picture that I posted is actually from a locally owned business called My Sister's Fault. If you're ever in Delaware and want authentic Puerto Rican food, you need to go there. They have amazing food and baked goods. They're fantastic. And Milford also has, I want to say 2 or 3 different breweries, as well as a distillery. And I'm not sure why that's such a big thing in Milford, but they are all privately owned, and we, my friends and coworkers and everybody support them as well. I mean, they're great. This is a community map, so you can see the 2 major highways on each side. So we have 113 and Route 1, and then going east to west, we have the Milford-Harrington Highway, and Harrington is another city that borders Milford. So after reading the article, I do believe that Milford is or should be considered a good community. The people in Milford have clean air, they have fresh water, the crime rate is only 1.5% higher than the national average, and the community has common goals like voting for the police department to get a new station built, like I was saying. They had to vote on that because it affected taxes, so the taxes are going to be increased a little bit. And there's a history to the city of Milford, so there's a diverse population, but everybody just kind of coexists. And I personally have never seen, anyone publicly fighting or anything. And just working in Milford, I've had, good experiences, like I said, at the schools and just in the community doing different events and stuff like that. So I think it's a good place to live. And then finally, I have some references. So just the poverty rates from citydata.com. The map came from the Environmental Justice Screening and Mapping Tool. The City of Milford website was great. They had a lot of different information on there. And then finally, a lot of the statistics came from the Census Bureau from 2019. And that is it. I hope everyone enjoyed my presentation, and I look forward to seeing yours. Thank you.